Dear students, grade E, let us start our session with History, Unit 1, Vedic culture in North India and Megalithic culture in South India. In this session, we are going to learn about origin and migration of Aryans into India, sources of studying related to the Vedic age, difference between early and later Vedic periods, the Megalithic or Iron Age culture in Tamil Nadu. Vedic Age. The first phase of urbanization in India came to an end with the decline of Indus civilization. A new era called Vedic Age began with the arrival of Aryans. Vedic Age. It is a period in the history of India between 1500 BC to 600 BC. It gets its name from four Vedas. The four Vedas are Rig, Sama, Yajur, and Atharva. The Aryans were Indo-Aryan language-speaking, semi-nomadic patrologists. They came from Central Asia in several waves of migration through Khyber Pass of Indus Kush Mountains. Cattle rearing was their main occupation. They also practiced slash and burn agriculture. Slash and burn agriculture. It is a farming method that involves cleaning the land by cutting and burning all the trees and plants on it. This map shows the extent of Vedic culture. Thick green color indicates the early Vedic period and light green color indicates the later Vedic period. Time, spread and sources. Geographical range is North India. Period is called Iron Age. Time from 1500 BC to 600 BC. Sources, Vedic literature. Nature of civilization is rural. Classification of Vedic age. Two phases of Vedic age are early Vedic period and later Vedic period. The early Vedic period from 1500 to 1000 BC. Later Vedic period from 1000 to 600 BC. Aryans of the Rig Vedic period were semi-nomadic. They were basically pastoral people with cattle as their main source of wealth. In the Rig Vedic times, the Aryans' homeland was Punjab, which was at the time called Sabda Sindhu, which means the land of seven rivers. Around 1000 BC, Aryans in India moved eastwards and settled in Indo-Gangetic Plain. Use of iron axes and plough became widespread. Sources. Vedic literature can be classified into two broad categories, Shrutis and Smritis. The Shrutis comprises the four Vedas, the Brahmanas, Aranyakas, and Upanishads. They are considered sacred, eternal, and an unquestionable truth. Shrutis means listening or unwritten ones that were transmitted orally through generations. Smritis, a body of texts containing teaching on religion such as Idihas, Puranas, Tantras, and Agamas. Smrtis are not eternal. They are constantly revised. Smrtis means written literature. Archaeological sources. Materials remain such as iron implements and pottery from the archaeological sites in Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, and Rajasthan along the Indus and the Ganges. Vedic culture, polity, and society. The Rig Vedic polity was kinship based. Kula was the basic unit of the polity. It was under a head called Kulapati. Several families joined together to form a grama. Grama was headed by Gramini. A group of villages was called Vish and was headed by Vishyapati. Rajan was the head of the Jana, which means tribe, and he was addressed as Janashya Gopa. There were several tribal kingdoms during Rig Vedic period, that is Bharadas, Mastyas, and Puras. King. The main responsibility of the Rajan was to protect his tribe. His powers were limited by tribal assemblies, namely Vidata, Sabha, Samiti, and Gana. Vidata was the oldest. Vidata means the tribal assembly. Sabha means a council of leaders. Samiti means assembly of people. The king appointed a Prohit to assist him in economic, political, and military matters. The king was assisted by the Senani. Gramini was the leader of the village. The importance of Samiti and Sabha diminished and the Vidata completely disappeared. New states emerged. Bali was a voluntary contribution of the people to the king. In the later Vedic period, Bali was treated as tax and collected regularly. The Kuru and Panchala kingdoms flourished and lost cities like Ayodhya, Indraprastha, and Madura also emerged during this period. Bali. Bali is a tax consisting of 1/6 of the agricultural produce or cattle for a person. Social organization. The Vedic family was patriarchal. The fair Aryans distinguished themselves from dark non-Aryans. Within the early Vedic society, there were three divisions called Treyi. The general public were called Vis. The warrior class was called Kshatriyas. And the priestly class was named as Brahmanas. At a later stage, when the Aryans had to accommodate non-Aryan skilled workers in their social arrangement, a rigid fourfold Varna system was developed, that is, Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, land owning, Vaishyas, and the skilled workers, Sudras. Thus, a graded social order emerged. Status of women. In the early Vedic period, women relatively enjoyed some freedom. The wife was respected as a mistress of the household. She could perform rituals along with her husband in their house. Child marriage and sati were unknown. There was no bar on the remarriage of widows. The women were denied right to inherit property from their parents. They played no role in public affairs. In the later Vedic period, the role of women in society as well as their status even within the family, declined. Women could no longer perform rituals in the family. The rules of marriage became much more complex and rigid. Polygamy became common. Widow remarriage was not encouraged. Education was denied to women. Intercaste marriages were spurned. The occupation of Rig Vedic Aryans was cattle rearing. There were carpenters, chariot makers, potters, smiths, weavers, and leather workers. Ochre colored pottery, that is OCP, was attributed to this period. Horses, cows, goats, sheep, oxen, and dogs were domesticated. In the later Vedic period, the Aryans tamed elephants apart from cow, goat, sheep, and horse. In addition to craftsmen of early Vedic period, they were also jewelers, dyers, and smelters. Pottery of this period was painted grey ware culture. Use of iron plough and axe helped to put more areas of land under cultivation. Crops of wheat, rice, and barley were cultivated. Trade became extensive. Barter system was prevalent, which means exchange of goods. They used Nishka, Satmana, and Krishnala coins for business transactions. Religion. Early Vedic Aryans worshipped mostly the earthly gods like Prithvi, which means earth, Agni, which means fire, Vayu, which means wind, Varna, which means rain, and Indra, which means thunder. There were lesser female deities like Aditi and Usha. People prayed for the welfare of Praja, which means children, Pasu, which means cattle, and Dana, which means wealth. Cow was considered as scared animal. There were no temples. Idol worship had not come into existence. Later on, priesthood became a profession and a hereditary one. New gods were perhaps adopted from non-Aryans. Indra and Agni lost their importance. Prajapati, which means the creator, Vishnu, the protector, and Rutra, the destroyer, become prominent. Sacrifice and rituals become more elaborate. Gurukula system of education. The Gurukula system is an ancient learning method. The word Gurukula is a combination of Sanskrit word Guru and Kula. Guru means teacher or master, and Kula means family or home. The Sishyas resided with their Guru and served them and simultaneously learnt and gained knowledge. The students received education through oral traditions. The subjects of the study included the four Vedas, Puranas, grammar, logic, astrology, maths, and military science. The students were also trained to lead a disciplined life. Towards the end of the later Vedic period, the concept of four stages in life, that is, the four ashramas, developed, that is, Brahmacharya, which means student life, Girihastha, which means married life, Vanaprastha, which means going to the forest to meditate, Sannyasa, which means leading a life of an ascetic so as to attain Swarga. Contemporary culture in South India and Tamil Nadu. The later Vedic culture in North India and the Iron Age in South India belong to the same period. Towards the end of Iron Age, people stepped into what is known as Megalithic culture, that is from the period 600 BC to 100 AD. Megalithic period in ancient Tamilagam synchronized with the pre-Sangam period. The black and red ware pottery became the characteristics of the Megalithic period. The term megalith is derived from Greek. Megas means great and lithos means stone. Using big stone slabs built upon the places of burial is known as megalith. Some of the megalithic are Iron Age archaeological sites in Tamil Nadu. Adichanalu, it is in Thoothukudi district. Among the artifacts unearthed were urns, pottery of various kinds, iron implements, daggers, swords, spears and arrows, some stones beads and a few gold ornaments. Bronze objects representing domestic animals and wild animals like tiger, elephants, antelope have been unearthed. The people were skillful in making pottery and in working stone and wood. Keeladi in Sivagangai district. The Archaeological Survey of India ASI excavated an ancient town dating to Sangam age in Keeladi village at Thirupuvanam Taluk. Excavation have used evidence for brick buildings and well laid out drainage system. Gold ornaments, iron objects, shell bangles, ivory dies have been unearthed. The Roman artifacts found at the site add to the evidence of ancient Indo-Roman trade relations. Porundal in Dindigul district. The discovery of iron sickle, pike and tip of plows provide evidence that they had the practice of rice cultivation in Tamil Nadu. A pot of rice from Porundal site provides that rice was people's staple food. Payyapalli in Velur district. Iron artifacts along with megalithic black and red ware pottery have been found. Evidence for iron smelting has come to light at Payyapalli. The date of this culture based on radiocarbon dating is 1000 BC. Kodumanal in Erode district. It is identified with the Kodumanam of Paditrupattu. More than 300 pottery inscriptions in Tamil Brahmi have been discovered. Archaeologists have also discovered spindles, pieces of cloth, along with tools, weapons, etc. A menhir found at burial site is assigned to the Megalithic period. Megalithic monuments in Tamil Nadu. The people who lived during the last stages of New Stone Age began to follow the Megalithic system of burial. According to this system, the dead body was placed in a big pot along with burial goods. Large pottery jars were used for burying the dead. It is called urns. Dolmens or megalithic tombs made up of two or more upright stones with a single stone lying across the burial site. Menhir. Men means stone and hir means long. They are monolithic pillars planted vertically into the ground in memory of the dead. Hero stones. A hero stone is a memorial stone raised in remembrance of the honorable death of a hero in battle or those who lost their lives while defeating their village from animals or enemies. In this session, we learned about origin and migration of Aryans into India, sources of study relating to the Vedic age, difference between early and later Vedic periods, and Megalithic or Iron Age culture in Tamil Nadu. Thank you.